Listen, that's the sound of the most famous terrace in the world when the party dies. For decades, these red walls at the end of the Ibiza airport runway have vibrated with a frequency you couldn't find anywhere else on Earth. But today, the silence is deafening. There are whispers in the Mediterranean breeze, whispers that the agreement with the island's soul is over. Look at these empty floors. They don't look like a temple of techno anymore. They look like a crime scene. Between shifting laws, environmental battles, and an industry that's eating its own, we have to ask, is DC-10 finally facing its permanent sunset? Is this the end of the last bastion of real Ibiza? Or has it simply become a ghost of a hedonism that no longer exists? To understand why people are mourning, you have to understand how this chaos began. It wasn't always a global brand. In 1999, DC-10 was just a farmhouse at the edge of the world. It didn't have VIP tables, it didn't have a PR team, and it certainly didn't have a dress code. It was a place for the survivors of the night. When the massive clubs closed their doors at dawn, the real disciples of the beat wandered here. Founded by the Pelino brothers, it was named after the McDonnell Douglas DC-10 planes that would literally scream over the dancers' heads. In those early days, the Monday sessions were a local secret, a place where a clown logo meant you were entering a territory where the only rule was to lose your mind under the morning sun, the Circoloco. But then, the laws changed. The first major blow to the DC-10 soul was the war on after hours. Traditionally, the club's magic happened at 8 in the morning. There is a specific kind of communal madness that only happens when you're dancing in the broad daylight. However, the Ibiza government decided the island needed to clean up its image. New regulations forced clubs to stay closed until late afternoon, effectively killing the morning sun ritual. For DC-10, this wasn't just a schedule change, it was an identity crisis. Can you truly be an underground rebel when you have to follow a government-mandated bedtime? The essence of the club was built on the transition from shadow to light, and once that was legislated away, many felt their madness was being tamed by the system. Then, there's the industry's biggest open secret, the economics of the booth. It's known as the DJ's Club, a place where the world's biggest names play for a fraction of their usual fee, sometimes even for free. From one perspective, it's beautiful. A superstar DJ playing for the love of the music, returning to their roots. But look closer, and the controversy emerges. In an island where VIP tables now cost thousands, is it fair for a club to leverage prestige to avoid paying talent? Some call it the last shred of artistic integrity in a commercialized world. Others call it a brilliant marketing trick that exploits the underground label to maximize profit margins. Is it a labor of love, or is it a calculated brand-building exercise where the prestige of the red walls is the only currency that matters? Perhaps the most looming threat isn't the law or the money, it's the land itself. DC-10 sits on the edge of Ses Salines, a protected national park of immense ecological value. This is a sanctuary for migratory birds and delicate ecosystems. Can a temple of high-decibel techno and thousands of stomping feet truly coexist with a nature reserve? The controversy is real. Noise pollution, waste management, and the sheer carbon footprint of a global party destination are increasingly at odds with the green movement. The club finds itself in a pincer move between the heritage of the party and the survival of the planet. If the island decides that the wildlife is more important than the techno tourists, the club's location becomes its greatest liability. So, where does that leave us? DC-10 is more than a building. It's a mirror reflecting the evolution of Ibiza itself. It started as a farmhouse of freedom and became a global titan of industry. It has survived closures, million-euro fines, and the death of the after hour. But the question remains, how much can you strip away before the heart stops beating? Is DC-10 a survivor, or is it a relic? Whether it's the environmental pressure or the shifting sands of what cool means, the red walls still stand for now. But next time you're there and a plane roars overhead, look around, because in the world of Ibiza, nothing, not even a legend, is guaranteed to last until the next sunrise.